Hey everyone, I'm Sam, and this week on Upgraded, we're back working on the SuperStang. This Mustang could be sitting in your driveway in the new year. That's because we're going to be giving it away to one lucky Repco customer. All you need to do to go in the draw is purchase anything online at repco.com.au or purchase anything in store using your Repco Ignition membership. Alright, so last week we finished off the head unit and the dash cam, and the interior of the car is absolutely beautiful. This week we're going to get started on some performance mods for the Mustang. We've got a performance intake system which has come to us from K&N. XForce have hooked us up with a stainless steel catback exhaust system with Varex mufflers that you can adjust the sound level on, all with a simple click of a remote. We're also going to be giving the Stang a little bit more punch off the line because we're fitting up an Ultimate 9 EVC Throttle Controller. All of these modifications will allow the Stang to breathe easily and make some more noise at the same time. As always, if you don't have the right skills or the tools to complete the job yourself, well, make sure that you head to your local authorised mechanic or an exhaust shop. So first up, we're going to be fitting the performance intake system. Now this has come to us from K&N. It's designed specifically for the Mustang. Chris, you've installed a few of these in your time.
Mate, I have. These are a really good kit. They're actually very straightforward.
Chris, I've fitted some cold air intakes before. Do you want to ask me what I installed a cold air intake into?
Does people at home really want to know? Let me guess. Corolla.
I ran a 14.9. All right, so what's involved? Let's move on. What's involved?
We just need basic hand tools to do this job, and even Sam can do it. So we need some sockets, screwdrivers, pliers, and a Torx bit. Yep. So what we'll do is we'll delete all the factory components. So the intake pipe and the airbox are deleted.
Gone.
So the K&N pipe goes on, the divider goes in, and then the filter. The filter is for the life of the vehicle, so it's washable, you re-oil it, so you can never have to buy another filter. So you can use your service intervals to clean it and re-oil it. And the other thing is, it gives you a real nice growl, like a throttle intake, real deep growl.
Yeah, so that induction noise.
Correct, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does. Because the air is directional, it's going to be directing that air in.
Yep.
You're going to get denser air,
better combustion.
Correct, and a little bit more power.
Now K&N tell us that we're going to get an extra 17 horsepower and another 28 newton meters of torque at about 4,000 RPM. K&N filters, they use a cotton media which provides a high airflow and exceptional filtration. The filter only requires cleaning over 150,000 Ks under normal highway driving conditions. In dusty old Australia though, I'd be servicing mine a little more frequently than that, but that's just my own personal preference. The filter itself, well, it comes with a 10-year, million-mile warranty, and fitting these up, it's not going to void your factory warranty.
All right, so I've just finished up with the K&N cold air intake. Now I'm moving on to the EVC Throttle Controller. Now the main thing with this job is we need to make sure the power is turned off for at least 15 to 20 minutes. That also means that the key fob is not in the car. Because it's a proximity sensor, it will keep residual power there, so we need to make sure that the system is actually dead powered. We're going to unplug the accelerator pedal. So if we unplug that and there's still power in the system, it's going to throw an engine code up. Getting back to the unplugging. Once we've unplugged it, it T-pieces in, we'll run the cable up to the dash, find a nice home for the display unit, stick it on, put some cable ties, and wrap it up.
Alright, now it's time to install this beautiful exhaust that's come to us from XForce. I love fitting exhaust to vehicles. It's one of those things that you get that instant gratification. You start the engine for the first time and you get to hear the work that you've put into it. Now this is the twin exit version with Varex adjustable flow system. We're going to be installing a cat back today. So the benefit of that is that it's a relatively simple installation for Chris and I, but we're still taking a factory 2.5-inch system to a 3-inch system. Restrictions of flow will be taken away and we get better flow. 304 polished stainless steel, that's going to prevent rust, corrosion. It's going to look awesome and it's going to sound a little bit crisper than your traditional steel exhausts on the market. The Varex twin system means that we can open and close the exhaust sound with a simple click of a button. What that is going to allow us to do is when we're warming the vehicle up in the morning, we don't want to upset the neighbours, we make it nice and quiet, or as quiet as we can, and then when we really want to open it up and get that flow flowing through and get a little bit of noise, we can open the system right up. Enough talking about it. Chris and I are going to pop the car up on the hoist and get installing. Car's up in the hoist.
Yep, we're moving up in the world, mate.
Better than working on the ground.
100%.
Easy job?
Yep, very easy. We've got a couple of 15s here, a couple of locking tabs, 4 tabs at the back, the exhaust hangers. We'll drop them down, and then we'll just slide the whole unit out in one unit.
Easy, and then bring it back in?
No, so we'll start assembling from here,
Yep.
and work our way back, and then we'll wire it up and test her out. So I've put the factory clamps back on, put these adapter flanges in. We'll sit the middle muffler up on the transmission jack. We'll get it all lined up in place so that we can move the flanges. Move on to the rear pipes, and then we'll put the mufflers up.
Yeah, okay.
But what I need you to do is find a nice little grommet so we can feed the wiring up through the floor.
Easy.
And then we can run some power from the front to the back and have everything just up neat in the boot, hidden behind the boot cavity there.
Yeah, perfect, mate.
So this exhaust is going to look the part and it's going to sound the part, but there is a negative to all this. Yeah, we've got a clutch to do in a couple of weeks.
All this is coming out.
Got to come all back out. So, mate, you have plenty of experience next time, so you can actually tackle this job.
You can have the day off.
Who's going to do the clutch?
I'll do it.
All right. I'll bring my scanner.
All right, it's all buttoned up, nice and tight. Time to take the car for a test drive. All right, so we've got the EVC set to U9. Now that setting is the ultimate of all the settings.
Which means less throttle but more response.
Oh yeah, and I can feel it. You
Yeah.
barely even put your foot down and it just takes
Probably
off.
more for track days, that setting.
Yeah, okay.
I personally prefer the AC mode,
Yep,
where it sort of learns your driving.
it's literally just a matter of pulling over and you just change those settings to the one that you need.
You can feel the instant throttle response now, can't you? And the intake growl is just...
It's absolutely beautiful.
So I'll just recap the day. K&N cold air intake, tick. EVC, tick. XForce exhaust, tick. I'm exhausted, I don't know about you, but what have you done all day?
Don't forget, we're going to be giving this SuperStang away to one lucky Repco customer. All you have to do to go in the draw is purchase anything online at repco.com.au.
Or purchase anything in store with your Ignition membership to go in the draw as well.
Make sure you tune in to next week's episode. We're going to be doing a full Bendix brake upgrade kit. Stay up to date with the entire build series by following us on Facebook and Instagram at Repco Australia. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye next week.